Très bien, mes amis. Now you've heard Franck, Virginie, Jean-Charles, and Stéphanie talk about their houses. So, it's your turn. To get some practice, we'll do a few exercises to get used to the structures. One expression you've heard in all of the videos is il y a, which means there is or there are. To see this expression in your online textbook, go to Chapter 1, Grammaire, and then 1.7, Voilà versus il y a. The other vocabulary you heard was, of course, from la maison, the home. To see this vocabulary in your online textbook, go to Chapter 8, Liste de vocabulaire, and click on à la maison, and there you'll see les pièces, rooms, which is what we're going to talk about now. Take a look at the vocabulary for les pièces, and then look at this floor plan of a house. Can you use the phrase il y a and the vocabulary from Chapter 8 to say what rooms there are in this house? I'll get you started, and then you try the rest. For example, il y a une salle de séjour. There is a living room. What else is there? Pause the video and using this example plus your vocabulary from Chapter 8, say what rooms there are in the house. Go ahead. Okay, were you able to come up with the following? Il y a une salle de séjour, il y a une cuisine, and il y a une lingerie? If so, so far so good. You were able to say, there's a living room, there's a kitchen, and there's a laundry room. Now, for the rest, you could have described the rooms two ways. For example, il y a trois chambres, and il y a deux salles de bain. Would both be correct since there are 3 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms. But what if I didn't necessarily care about saying how many of each one there is? Well, that's where des comes in. Il y a des chambres, there are some bedrooms, and il y a des salles de bain, there are some bathrooms, could also be correct in this case. So again, des just usually means some, and it works when we don't specify how many things we're talking about. So let's practice this another way now with les meubles, furniture. Just below les pièces on your vocabulary list from Chapter 8, you'll see 4 more sections. Qu'est-ce qu'on y trouve? Dans la salle de bain, dans la salle de séjour, and dans la salle à manger. Pause this video now and take a moment to listen to and repeat the vocabulary from each of these sections, and then we'll practice saying what we see in the different rooms of the house. Go ahead. Okay, now that you listened to the vocabulary, let's say what furniture there is in a few of the rooms. First, qu'est-ce qu'il y a dans la salle de séjour? As before, I'll get you started and you finish the rest. Pause the video and see if you can say what furniture there is using this model. Il y a un canapé. So, were you able to come up with il y a un canapé? Il y a 2 lampes, il y a une table basse, and il y a 2 fauteuils? Okay, if you said il y a 2 lampes and il y a 2 fauteuils, that's absolutely correct. If you said il y a des lampes and il y a des fauteuils, that's also correct. You're just using des instead of a specific number to say some. Okay, now let's move on to la chambre, the bedroom. So now answer the same question. Qu'est-ce qu'il y a dans la chambre? You should be able to do this one on your own. Pause the video now and give it a try. So, were you able to come up with something like this? Il y a 2 tableaux, il y a 2 lits, il y a une commode, il y a 4 lampes, il y a un miroir, il y a 2 chaises, il y a une table? Hopefully so. If not, go back and look again at the picture and the vocabulary. Remember also that instead of il y a 2 tableaux, il y a 2 lits, il y a 4 lampes, and il y a 2 chaises, you could have said for all of these the same thing using des. Il y a des tableaux, il y a des lits, il y a des lampes, and il y a des chaises, and so on. Okay, finally, mes amis, I'm going to ask you to talk about your houses, chez vous, beginning with the phrase chez moi, which means at my house. Say first what rooms there are, and then what furniture there is. Use your vocabulary from Chapter 8, and bonne chance, good luck. Pause the video now and give it a try. Bien mes amis, that's all for this segment. Merci et à la prochaine.